Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action.
Ready to go?
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met. They come into this one feeling good about the matchup. They've taken both games so far this season.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on.
Hill, he's checked in for Thompson. Jarnell Stokes comes in for Derek Favors. And a Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Spates sets a screen. Johnson kicks to Spates. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 on the clock. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Cavaliers lead by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Then it's Hill. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Stokes into the 4 slot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. A different look now for Cleveland. Derek Favors checked in for Hill. And Irving subbed in for Shumpert. And then for New York, Porzingis comes in for Robin Lopez. And Anthony subbed in for Wesley Johnson. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And there's Zeller. And that's good on the assist by Freak. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Irving passes to LeBron. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
New York moving the ball around. Anthony in the corner. Singh the pass to Porzingis. Down low. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Shumpert is checked in for Irving. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Freak with it. It's up against Thompson. Clock at 6. Kilpatrick. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Fans, you ready? Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in fewest turnovers per game. First in opponent points per game. And they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, That shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And this group gives us a second look at the shooting guards leading their position in steals over the last 10 games. J.R. Smith on top.
You know, you watch him on a game-in, game-out basis, and he just puts on a clinic defensively, both in terms of effort and technique at that off-guard spot.
Well, it's a combination of the all-out effort and the flawless technique you just talked about. I mean, that's allowed him to climb that list. I mean, he's rightfully regarded as one of the league's toughest defenders.
Outside Anthony lets it go from deep. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes. In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Here's Singh. Knocks down the three ball.
Get some stops.
Freak's got 5 points so far.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them. And a moment here to check out the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. He's really stood out over the past month, averaging 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
It's Irving, top of the key. James outside. Clock at 6. Hickson a screen. And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 6 assists now in the game. Freak with it. Guarded now by Irving. And Anthony gets it to go.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Got a piece of it. The drive by James, and it's blocked. They retain possession, and that one's good.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim. Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
On the wing, Shumpert. The tray, and that one's good. Shumpert's got 5.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Freak dishes to Carmelo. New York moving the ball around, and that one's good.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bubbled by Singh. Here's Hickson. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Knicks trail by 20, and Meeks kicks to Freak. To the left side wing. Back to Anthony, and stolen by James. And so a pretty lobster. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Singh, he's in at point guard. we see the Cavaliers get the win here. Some good competition.
You got to forget about that one.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move LeBron James.
He came through with some big buckets down the stretch, Shaq. 4 3-point.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille